My name's Mike Abbott. I've been at Life City Church for 4 years. Well, Doulos is an orphanage that I was introduced to back in 2008, and we've been running that orphanage since that time. It's still running. We're still supporting the orphanage. It has about 25 children. We got up to about 32. It has 4 staff and 32 kids. I got involved when the pastor of my church asked me if I'd like to go to Myanmar with him. He was going for a weekend, and I just had this spontaneous compulsion in my heart to go. When I got there, I met this man called To Myang, who was looking after 11 children. They were all accommodated in a little thatched bamboo humpy, trying to take care of these kids on a fairly meagre wage of his own, and struggling to do that. And I came away wondering how on earth I could help him to make ends meet. But one morning, I spoke to a few people at my workplace, and one morning I found a $50 note sitting underneath the keyboard of my computer, and I knew then that there was other people who believed in what I was doing, and I could make a difference. And I'm thinking, how are we going to finance a project to build another dormitory? I had no idea how to do that. And then I hit upon an idea. I was an electrical technician. I think I hit upon an idea of selling leftover and abandoned electrical components that were part of the job that I did with Synergy. I thought if I could sell some of these, maybe I can raise some money. This last week, I was introduced to the CEO of Transfield Worley Power Services, or TWPS. This company is a company that works in Australasia, and they're predominantly working in the power industry, so they're either operating or maintaining power stations, or else they're pulling them down as old stations become defunct. I shared my story with this man he said, Mike, wouldn't it be great if all the sites that we manage could send the surplus hardware that we pull out to you? Wouldn't it be great? I mean, this is the biggest understatement of the universe, Stephen. We've been looking for some means of being able to get into industry, whether it's been into power stations or whether it's getting into refineries, so that we can get access to this equipment that can make this warehouse bigger. Because the Achilles heel of the warehouse, if you can call it Achilles heel, is just inventory. We just need more inventory. And if we can get a whole lot of defunct power stations sending their equipment to us. I mean, this guy says, what if we can backload stuff, Mike? What if we can actually find a transport company that will backload and send this stuff to you for nothing? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, wouldn't it be great, Stephen? Only God can do this stuff. Isn't this cool? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm laughing. We started out by building an additional 3x4 square metres on the side of my shed at home, and then we were offered this 150 square metre warehouse down in Rockingham, and we've outgrown this. Initially, the warehouse began to fund an orphanage and its infrastructure and needs in Myanmar, but since that time we've had the opportunity to send or donate some of the monies we've raised to other programs. The warehouse is not about Myanmar. The warehouse is about funding Christ-centered missions that seek to extend Christ's kingdom. But this last fortnight, we've been able to give in excess of $20,000 towards a new venture in the Takeo city, which is about 30 minutes from Phnom Penh in Cambodia, which is an exciting project enabling children who live in outlying districts to come and stay at a dormitory that's next to a large high school. The exciting thing about this is that we are going to employ staff, Christian staff, youth workers, to work alongside these kids. We will have programs that enable other children in the high school to come in and partake of English programs, IT programs, and of course Bible study and exposure to the gospel.